Welcome so much our viewers to this show ambayo tunaita ni Beyond the Headlines, and so far happy new year to so many people ambao tujapatana na wao for this show. We are grateful that we've been able to see this year. Karibuni sana. And just remember that this show we always here to discuss, to see now the all that has been happening during the week, and these are just some of the topics ambazo zimekuwa zikifanyika na nation. So karibuni sana, and I'm very happy to be joined by Kim. I don't know ni title gani nitakupatia.
Yes.
But on live television nilikuwa nimekutabiria siku moja. I saw you sitting somewhere.
Thank you.
And ulikuwa na picture ya kuwa ambassador one day.
Inakuja. Iko jiani. Kabla twende Singapore, yes, nitakuwa nishakuwa balozi. Kwa hivyo you're very right.
So welcome to this show.
Asante sana.
Kwa sababu hatujakuwa na show nyingine huu mwaka.
I'm very grateful Bwana Kimodho, and happy new year. Happy new year too. Yes, how was your old year compared now to how you're enjoying as we inch closer to Singapore? You know, our president has been very grateful to us.
Yes.
Among other things that he is doing to make sure that he moves this country forward.
Yeah.
He has considered Nakuru for modernization and expansion of our highway, especially from Rironi to Mau Summit. And Bwana Kimodho, I'm telling our people, especially Nakurians, wale wa Nakuru, wana biashara, wale ambao wanatembea Nakuru, wanasafiri kwa magari hapa kwetu Nakuru. Once that road is done, which other Singapore are we anticipating? Okay. That will be a Singapore already. So we have to be very thankful to our God, our Creator, for giving us this new year. Yesterday but one, we had a meeting with the religious leadership of this county, together with Her Excellency the Governor at Nakuru Girls. We are thanking God for a new year and the kind of steps that God has enabled us to move. Under Her Excellency B. Susan Kiheka, I must say I'm very delighted to see the kind of wonderful developments, meaningful, wonderful developments that touch on mwananchi. Maybe I can mention a few. Ukiangalia mambo ya maji, swala la maji, you know, it's always a campaign item. Whenever we have campaigns, people come, people promise about how they are going to better our livelihoods, especially on touching on availability of at least quality drinking water, and plenty of it for animals and even for cleaning purposes. And Her Excellency has done an excellent job. We've dug 72 boreholes within the number of years and months that she has been in office. 132 new water projects have been completed. Out of the 72 boreholes that have been sunk, plus the previous ones, 92 of them have been equipped and even solarized. Now people do not have to pay a lot of money in terms of electricity and all that. We've also had 7 springs having been fenced and well protected, and that's a nice progress. If you talk about, I sometimes visited our deputy speaker at Mzee Wanyama. I've seen the development of our Mzee Wanyama Vocational Training Center. It's upcoming, it's very nice. And remember, the governor early in the year said that for those students who do not manage to get to the universities and they have nice grades, it's high time that they visited our 41 vocational training centers and they get some enrollment there. And on that, she has attached, or rather she has availed 30,000 Kenya shillings for every new student that will be joining our vocational training centers. So while at Mzee Wanyama with Bwana Geru, I also saw the kind of pipe work that is going on in terms of spreading water into the villages. And he was briefing me that so far they've done 488 kilometers of pipe work, za maji. So it's a great delight. It's a great delight to have that kind of leadership. And as a member of the County Public Service Board, where I was appointed by Her Excellency Governor Susan Kiheka, the most delightful thing about her development project is that they are not centralized to a region where she feels she is favored. She's not discriminative in spreading of her development projects. Some are spread away in Kuresoi, in Naivasha, Subukia, and the other area. So she's not left any region behind. And kudos, Your Excellency, the Governor.
Just to our viewers, it was a county update.
Yes.
And we're also grateful for the position that you are given.
Thank you, we thank God, and I thank Her Excellency B. Susan Keheka for that opportunity to serve.
To us here and also to our viewers, we say congratulations.
Asante.
And continue, serving and doing the good work.
Shukran.
So thank you for the county updates. So far so good this week. Tumekuwa tukiona kumekuwa na vitu mingi. Tumekuwa na mambo ya grade 10 ambayo imekuwa pale. Tumeona that is gazeti kiangazia mambo ya police brutality. Tumeona in terms of politics, tumeona the president pia ameanza kujipanga. Tumeona masuala ya ODM, tunaona masuala ya vyama zile zingine kama Jubilee. At the same time ukumbuke pia kuna watu naona jana kotini iliweza kuweka nje
the advisors to the president.
The advisors. So maybe we can start with the issue of grade 10 because it has been an issue that has been there. This is a new system. It is a new curriculum that has been there.
Exactly.
We saw that is the Ministry of Education wakitoa their own statement wakisema how prepared they were. That is last year.
Then
last year pia tukaona kulikuwa na complaints of the publishers walikuwa wanaongea mambo ya vitabu. Then pia tumeona the same complaint imeingia this year. The issue of capitation that has been there. And also at the same time there is the order that the president gave and alisema watoto wote waende shule hata kama hana uniform, hana school fees. And and all those things ambazo zimekuwa zikiendelea when it comes now to the issue of grade 10.
Exactly. Bwana Kimotho, that goes back to planning purposes, so the planning aspect by the government and government organs and agencies. I think it's always important that whenever we are coming up with a new system, we prepare adequately. Talk of construction of new classrooms because we are talking of movement from one set to another set. So we definitely require new classrooms. We definitely require new teachers. We need to increase the number of teachers. We need also to take care of the learning materials for these particular students, their laboratories, their textbooks. Their curriculum needs to be very well checked, and this needs to be prepared earlier in advance, so that we do not inconvenience our students. Remember, these students have gone through a lot of struggles in their academic life, and we do not know what that input, how that input affects our students. So it's good that all the agencies come together, and I like the directive that has been given by our president for those who have not gotten school fees and school uniform. He has given a directive that they go to school and then some follow-up will be made. I just pray that those who have been given that responsibility of ensuring that our kids, our pupils, our students get to school, do it in an amicable manner, because why are they not in school? Some of the parents are downtrodden. The economy is a little bit struggling. Some do not have enough cash, enough money to take them to school. And that's why we appreciate the issuance of bursaries. I've seen some members of parliament like Nakuru Town West. I saw Mheshimiwa Rama issue some bursaries to all who qualified to join grade 10. That's a brilliant move, and we wish that this is copied. This is piloted and done by all the other members of parliament. We also appreciate that the county government of Nakuru has increased the issuance of bursary fund. I think currently we are starting at 400 million, with Nakuru West benefiting with the 59 million of such bursary allocation. That's a huge gesture. That's a very good gesture coming from again Her Excellency Susan Keheka. And let us all support our education system. Other than grade 10, Bwana Kimotho, we have done here in our county. We initially had 58,000 ECD pupils, au watoto wadogo. Currently that number has increased to 66,000. Courtesy again of the Lishe la Mama Uji program that again was initiated by the county government and the leadership of Susan Keheka, with the construction of new ECD classrooms. We have increased the number of ECD classrooms from 1,000 to 1,066. It means that we have constructed 66 new ECD classrooms, which is a very good progress. And not just classrooms, wanajenga darasa na wanajenga modern kitchen. But maybe so they are moving the older students to those new ECD classrooms and confining our little ones, our little kids to the zile za bao na zile za matope. Ati hiyo ndio inafaa kuwa nursery. That was not the objective of the governor. I think we need to be responsible for the kind of equipments, the kind of structures, infrastructure development that we are doing, so that everybody is taken good care of. And this now should be extended to the grade 10 schooling pupils, so that we take care of their numbers, we take care of the teachers that are supposed to. The teacher student ratio should be well maintained, and I think the government is well equipped. It has what it takes to ensure that that is taken care of.
You see, now the issue of grade 10 has been very expensive, especially now from the junior secondary, and now this transition has been very new, new to the government, new to the parents, and also to the school themselves.
That is it.
So it is something that also now the government needs to come fully,
that is
so
it.
That now everything now can come out to the it can come out clear.
That is it.
There was also now, you see now, the issue of economic issues. Unajua sasa vile mambo ambayo yamekweko.
That is it.
Because unakuta ya kona kwamba there are some conditions given by the schools.
That is it.
Yes, you have the position, but you've been told you must clear
the school fees before.
You've been told that you must do this, you must do this, you must do this.
Yes.
And yet we saw yesterday the government said that already they have already dispersed 50% of the capitation that is there. So something also need to be done, especially now when the president gave the order that is every child should go to school despite of not having that is the school fees, the uniform. They should also be lenient enough. At least now the parent has done their best to take that child to school. Now the other time now they should be lenient kidogo, so that now the process can be
very similar, can go on seamlessly.
The same parent ambao akona mtoto grade 10, the same parent akona mtoto grade that is a junior. The same parent ndio utakuta akona mtoto bado anamaliza form 4, mwingine bado maybe ako kule university, where we have all these challenges that are ambazo ziko kwa the Ministry of Education.
That is it. I think in handling all this, we also need to as we envisage Kenya where everybody is taken care of in terms of education, we call upon all the state organs, all the state officers, all the public officers concerned in this particular exercise to be careful and exercise their national values and principles of good governance, so that they do not discriminate. You do not have to discriminate some students because they come from poor backgrounds and all that. Sit down with them, encourage people participation, encourage citizen participation in knowing they are in this particular kind of problem. What would they wish done so that they are out of the kind of mess they are in? Because in majority of the cases you'll find that Kenyans have their inborn kind of solutions to the challenges that they are facing. All they need is to come together with the government organs who are concerned and forge the way forward together, so that we come out of this melee. It's not a very good situation, especially for the students themselves. I remember those days I used to miss school, not necessarily because of school fees. Maybe we had traveled with my parents and then we were late to come back home, so maybe I missed school on Monday or Tuesday. And I used to feel very bad, Bwana Kemodo. You know, when these students are in school, that is another family. A very unique niche of a family. The way they relate with other students and even their teachers is a very colorful thing. I think when heavens were being envisaged, I think heaven looks like the way you see those kids playing in school, hugging each other, telling stories about their holidays. We need to encourage these young ones, and not just encourage them, avail what is needed for them so that they can pursue their education goals.
Okay. So we hope now something will be done.
Sure.
So that now we can improve the education sector.
That is
now to other political news, because you know our nation is always full of politics. Each and every
we are all political beings.
Every Kenyan is a politician.
That is it.
Knows this and this. But this is a year that now we can see, you know, party planning themselves.
Yes.
Starting with the president, because pia wakati anaenda, you know, to the counties, you know, trying to go and finish some of the project.
That is it.
Launch other project. Yeye mwenyewe pia anasema ya kwamba I'm coming here, ninajua nitakuja bado ili muniambie ni nini nilifanya, mambo yale mengine ambayo yako pale. Tumina UDA.
That is it.
Delegates walikuwa wamekutana kule Sagana. Tulikuwa tumeona kulikuwa na grassroots elections zilikuwa pale.
That is it.
Tumeona ODM pia nao wanajipanga.
Hata Jubilee niliona there are some changes in your party, Jubilee. And I'm encouraged because this country is a democratic country.
Yeah.
And we all have to cultivate democracy. You know, democracy is so sweet such that the majority will have their say, their way, and of course the minority will also have their say.
Yes.
So we are in that kind of a situation, that kind of a scenario. The president himself, with having been very sure of his re-election, given that his scorecard will speak by the time we are getting to elections.
Yes.
I saw him the other time he came here to Nakuru to launch the Nyota program. It's a lucrative avenue for the youth who are in business. And there was also a top-up from Her Excellency the Governor. And kudos. Yesterday there was this there is this lady Akinyi,
the restaurant
who has this inaitwa tukule kienyeji restaurant. And I love the kind of love that has been shown to that lady, especially by Nakurians from all tribes. I've seen Kikuyus, Kalejins, or Luyas getting there. And there is tukule kienyeji. Kienyeji kuna kienyeji ya Wakikuyu, Mukimo iko pale, kienyeji ya Wajaluo, Samaki wako pale. That kind of unity, that kind of gathering when one of us is suffering, and that helping hand being kind of fueled by Her Excellency
it didn't matter
the governor where you are,
it didn't matter. I think
that,
is a Kenyan in trouble.
That is the kind of love that this country should encourage and envisage. And it shuns away tribalism. It brings the country together. We are united for a purpose. That unity of purpose is very encouraging, Bwana Kimotho. And we hope that even our political parties, as they bring people together so that they can participate in electing those who they feel they deserve, they will exercise that freedom. They will give Kenyans freedom to choose. They will give them that chance to ensure that they do not impose leaders on them, on the Kenyans, but they allow the Kenyans to choose and elect the leadership that they really feel they deserve from all the political angles. And I'm also encouraged. I've seen His Excellency the President trying to extend his hand. So was it yesterday he was meeting with the brother to the former president, Bwana Mohoho. Whatever that means for President William Ruto, I say kudos, because these are people who are initially viewed as people who could not work together. And when I saw their smiles beaming on national television, it told me that we have a loving president. We have a president who is not geared towards running a race on his own, but considers other equal contenders in the race as people who are masculine enough to build our economy. Because the kind of ceremony was about economy and all that, economic growth, rewarding those who have been participatory in the development of our uchumi. So it's an encouraging thing, Bwana Kimotho.
What is happening in that is ODM, because it was for 20 years the former Prime Minister, the late Raila Amolo Odinga, alikuwa amefanya the party to intact. You can see now there is a fallout like of 3 groups, and we can see that the UDA is eyeing part of the ODM, and also the other part, the other oppositions are also eyeing some people in ODM, and all those rearrangements.
Bwana Kimotho, they say kwa Kiswahili, mti mnene ukigu kubwa wanawandege huyumba. And this is actually what happened, because all along we've been saying that ODM is Raila Amolo Odinga and Amolo Odinga is ODM. Now we lost that great leader of this country. May his soul rest well in eternal peace. And I'm not happy when I see whatever he left together being scattered by people who are running their own ambitions. My prayer is that they will sit together like Ida Odinga has always encouraged them, that they dialogue, they talk amicably and forge a way forward, all of them together, instead of pulling in different routes. But this was about to happen, given that the kind of effort that Raila Amolo Odinga had on this particular party was kind of invisible. You see, ni kama vile kwa Kikuyu vile wanasema ng'ombe mwenye maziwa akifa ndio huwa tunasema alikuwa na maziwa. It is the same thing. People are now in ODM are missing Raila Amolo Odinga because he was bringing that particular party together. But I'm so delighted. I've seen the kind of energy that Winnie Odinga, her daughter, possesses. In Winnie Odinga, I see Raila Amolo Odinga in him, and I thank God that that the spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga is very much alive in Winnie and the rest of the family. And I pray and believe that if they come together, we are going to forge forward and make sure that we achieve for them the goals in ODM, others in their various political parties, as long as we maintain the fabric that holds this country together. We remain united, however, regardless of the number of political parties that we are going to have in this country, that even as we approach elections, that we handle our politics in a mature manner, in a healthy manner, and without boiling a lot of acrimony amidst the parties, and even in between political parties.
And you know, during now the rearrangement of Jubilee yesterday, I also want to say congratulations to one of my friend called Dan Mwangi.
Yes, Dan Mwangi is also my friend. He's in the Jubilee. I am in government. I say kudos to Dan Mwangi. Handle matters as you have always done. Carry on with the party, with the energy, with the enthusiasm. He has what it takes. He has what it takes.
And this is the democracy we need.
That is it.
You on the other side, him on the other side, others on the other side, our friends on the other side.
That is it.
That is the democracy that
what we need is to move this country forward. I'm always very delighted when I see President William Ruto not looking backwards, but saying that I have to take this country forward. I have to take this country to another level. He has always had Singapore as one of his mirrors, but I even think that Singapore will be a minute thing if we accomplish the kind of programs, development programs within our devolved units and even within the national government. If all of them are brought to completion, I think Kenya will be a great country, Bwana Kimodho.
And we want to remind Kenyans that it is not the president who is moving this nation to, it is a vision that he has.
Exactly.
So it is also now upon us to ask ourselves, me as an individual, what am I doing?
What role do I have to play?
Exactly.
Am I there just to criticize when you know, I saw some politician talk ill about the machines that have arrived at the Rironi establishment, the Rironi road. Ati malori zimekuja kufanya nini nazi. How else do they expect a road to be constructed without the machinery that we are seeing there? The machinery may be stalled for a moment, but as the Minister for Roads, Bwana Davis Chirchir, assured us when he was surveying the road sometimes last month, there are 3 contractors on that particular road at different sections. And once they commence that work, we've seen the kind of roads that have been done previously. And we can tell, and Bwana Kimodho, we need to appreciate this. Just the other day we had a very bad accident at Tithe, where a trailer lost control and collided with so many vehicles. If this road be expanded as envisaged by our president, we are going to reduce some of these particular accidents. And once they are reduced, who is the beneficiary? We are the beneficiaries. So we need to encourage the president. We need to encourage the leadership of this country so that they can move. This is their time. They are in leadership. they have their time.
Tukiona
Yes.
And kumekuwa quiet, then recently tena tumeona ni kama tena zimechipuka
tena.
Tukiona. And we also want to emphasize that it is good as a business people, wale ambao wanaweka CCTV wazidi kuziweka.
True.
Because we can see some of these issues kama hazingekuwa zinaonekana pale, ingekuwa different,
would have lost
that has been there.
Yes.
So this has been happening, especially now to that ministry. And we also saw that the IG also somewhere in the newspaper, alikuwa anasema pia they are trying now to do management of mental issues also to the police officers.
Sure.
Because they are still human beings.
Exactly.
The same person, you know, the issues of economy, the issue of attack return, the issue of so many other things, the family issues who wasn't happen pale, they are still being affected.
Sure.
But how do we connect the two? How do we handle each and everything, especially now when it comes down to handling of crime, when it comes now to handling any other person, not to use any excessive force, na mambo yale mengine ambayo tuliona.
Yes, Bwana Kimotho, I think we need to start by looking at the welfare of the police, so that we reduce this kind of msongo wa akili. They are kind of going through a lot mentally. They have some mental issues. We've seen majority of quite a number of them commit suicide. We have seen quite a number of them kill their colleagues. We've seen a number of them destabilize the operations within their centers. We've even I saw one of them. Is it from Embu or Kirinyaga, who was sobbing in court after killing a businessman. So it's like when he was doing it, he didn't know. Actually, he acted out of anger. And we call upon each and every one of us, all the Kenyans that we have in this particular country, not to be carried away by anger, not to be carried by emotions. Have some time, relax. Let they say time is a healer. Something could be really pressurizing you, but if you give it time, within no time you get healed, you get to focus better, rather than acting out of anger and then regretting almost immediately. Because I could see regret written all over the face of this particular officer. So it's a great concern. We pray that the country, the leadership of the country gets more concerned about the wellness of our police officers. I want to believe they are not doing this out of just out of their will. Some of them are going through a lot mentally. We also need to get our economy better, so we need to ensure that all the programs that are geared towards making the economy better are supported by each and every one of us, because some of these mental problems are also coming from the economic hardships that these people are going through. So we pray to our God that he also takes good care of these souls. You know, they work under also very difficult situations and conditions. And for Kipchumba Murkomen, our CS for Interior, I think it's also good that those who are found culpable take responsibility, because it's the requirement of every public officer to be responsible of his office, to be responsible of his duties, and to be responsible of his actions.
So those are some of the things that has been happening.
Sure.
But as we wind up, tuliona kulikuwa na advisors.
Yes.
And tuliona what happened now to the court.
That is it.
And the court walikuwa nasema those advisors were given those responsibility unconstitutional.
Yes.
It means that I don't know if it is something that needs to be done. Ama ni the AG who is supposed now to be advising. Ama there is something that is there, because for them to be there for the period of 3 years, getting salary, and you know, na wako pale unconstitutional. It shows something there, and yet now we have our new constitution that needs to be exercised very well.
That is it.
We wind up, because I can see our time.
I think if all Kenyans be led by the values and principles of good governance, would not be in a situation like the one we are in. It may mean that somebody was not responsible in their office. Some did not take good care of the resources that were allocated to them for the exercise and the building of a good nation, Kenya. So I will pray that the constitution takes its place. Yes.
So thank you so much, our viewers. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for every comment and every support. And I know that good things are ahead of us. And so what is your last comment to our viewers, and then we wind up?
I think to all people in Nakuru, it's to take a good chance of the leadership that we have today. Sio wakati tulikuwa naambiwa ati kitu kimefanywa na hatuoni. I think for the kind of projects that I've mentioned, they are visible, people are lives have been touched, and we can only encourage them to encourage and take good care of. You see, there is a lot of machinery involved, like even in our hospitals. I saw some hematology machines installed in our PGH and the other facilities. Let's take good care of our county.
So here and beyond the headlines family, we wish you a blessed day. Thank you so much.
Asante.